content right now, Shane Gillis is literally all over my For You page. On top of the Neon Breakfast Club stuff that we'll get into right after. So we're just going to check out what everyone is tripping about.
Gillis.
Funny guy, from what I hear. Not really big into comedy like this. Some of his jokes, I mean, I don't know, not my taste. I'm more of like a Joey Diaz guy. If I see a Joey Diaz clip, which I have one to react to, it's effing funny as hell. We're gonna watch it later, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that's my speed.
Hello. Welcome to the 2025 ESPYS. I'm so excited to be here in front of so many amazing athletes. World champion Freddie Freeman is here. Give it up for Freddie. Yeah.
Who is that? I have no idea who that is.
WNBA legend Deanna Taurasi is here. Give it up for her. My bad on that.
I've seen her.
SGA is here. Give it up for SGA.
Hey,
hell yeah, bro.
Let's go, OKC, baby.
Everybody sitting around
That's
him is
crazy.
in foul trouble.
Uh-oh.
Megan Rapinoe could not make it tonight. Nice.
Who's that?
No, we're going to pretend she's a good time. All right. John Jones and Nate Diaz are here. Hell yeah.
Dubs in the chat. W's in the chat.
Actually, I had a couple drinks with those guys last night at the hotel, and it was terrifying. Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a
That's going to be so crazy. That's all over my Instagram. So anything Trump does that has to do with like UFC, Dana White, maybe the Nelk Boys or something like that. Whenever he's like doing like pop culture stuff, especially like UFC stuff, it's all over my Instagram. If this is true, will John Jones come back and fight Tom Aspinall? That is a question. That is a real question. We're not even a minute and 30 seconds in, and we're talking about John Jones fighting Tom Aspinall. That's where we're at right now, chat.
fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died.
Boo, get off the stage, bro.
You don't have to do that. It was fine. I didn't write it. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. Must have probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that.
Okay.
The New York Knicks had a great season.
Weird.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Whether you're a content creator on
Okay, so far everything's going over my head because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing how people are getting offended by this at all. I'm not seeing it.
after a simple hint.
Karl Anthony Towns is here. Hey, girl. Max Crosby is here. Max, I hope you had a good Juneteenth, brother.
Okay.
Well, that guy's weird. Four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players. That's crazy. You clap for that.
Oh, he's
Simone
testing
Biles
the
is
crowd.
here.
He's testing the
Yeah,
crowd.
oh yeah.
Okay. Why did it pin the
It's not
Drewski?
bad. Simone Biles is 4'8" and has 7 gold medals. She's short and has a lot of gold. When she's not competing, she leads a quiet life at the base of a rainbow. It's a leprechaun joke. If you tell Simone a riddle and she can't answer it, she has to give you all of her gold medals. That was the best one.
Terrible jokes.
Joe Rogan actually wanted me to be here to host this award show so that I could capture Adam Silver because Joe thinks he's an alien. And Donald Trump wanted me to be here to capture Juan Soto for the same reason.
I missed that. Oh.
It's an alien joke.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, see that lady's, you see her face in the back? That, I'm a working class American. I'm 29 years old. I should not have revealed my age because I'm gonna keep getting the unk status in all my comments. I don't care. Her face is okay. So this is where it's starting to get a little like ooh, because the tension in the states right now are really crazy. It's because one president will take the heat on one subject, and then the next president will take the heat on the next subject. But subjectively, they're all doing the same stuff. So tensions are going from it's going really high on uh, immigration and people coming into the country and murderers and rapists. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on the stream, but bad people. But that's a lot of good people. And so I guess this guy's trying to break the ice is what I'm trying to take from this. Like, a lot of it is ha ha funny, especially like if you live a lavish lifestyle where like you don't really have to worry about this stuff. It's like you don't see it. Like I remember when I was like 12, 13, and I knew a buddy of mine who like his parents helped people who were coming into the country like find shelter and food and jobs and stuff like that. I thought it was like really like it was a surreal moment. Sorry guys, surreal moment when I like saw that happening and I asked about it and I was like, okay, that's so crazy that this is like that just happened in front of me. But like at the same time, it's like my buddy was cool about it. He like checked me to see if I was cool about it, and like I grew up poor, dirt poor, like picking up cigarette butts and beer tabs in my yard as punishment poor. Like that, like just so I didn't care is what I'm trying to say. It didn't even like I was like that's so crazy, but at the same time I was like whatever, let's go ride our bikes or whatever we were doing. Let's go work out. I remember when I was 12 I was really overweight, and like I had a really good friend who like helped me get in shape the first time. Anyway, nonetheless, her face is telling what the rest of this video might look like. Yeah, he definitely started off real slow and cold, and now it's just like hot. The pain is hot.
Wait, you boot up there, dude. Shut up. Aaron Rodgers did not take the vaccine because he predicted it would be bad for him. And then he joined the New York Jets.
That's
so
cold.
Maybe he wasn't right about everything. Shador Sanders had his jersey number retired.
I need to check on Gary Vee. He's a Jets fan. I'm sure he was excited. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right? All right.
Terrible joke.
It's a big year for the WNBA. I love Caitlin Clark. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about this joke. I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard about
Caitlin
it.
Clark, she and I have a lot in common. We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes. All right, there you go. Lighten up a little. This is not serious. We'll see about this one. When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist
Oh my God.
fighting black women. Yeah, hell yeah. Who yelled? Drewski? Thank you, bro. Oh, John Jones? Yeah. What are you, nut jobs over there? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I know it's supposed to be like light. Like these don't take it serious, but you know how like regular folks are. Me, I get it. Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna upset a lot of people. What's the point though? Like that's what we need to figure out. Is like, what's the point? Like, you're okay. I get it. Famous people, rich people can roast. I guess that's what I'm. It's just where I'm getting at. It's just they can say these things and get away with it, which is crazy. But like back in the day, like the racist jokes, the racism jokes were like funny to everybody, literally everybody. Like Eddie Murphy was doing this, Cat Williams was doing this. Everyone's favorite God, these guys are getting old now. It's making me upset. What's his name, bro? He had the show. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. And the countless white comedians as well. I mean, it's just part of comedy. But like, I get it. You know, like I said, tension in the States, chat.
Shohei Ohtani couldn't make it tonight. Man, I hope his interpreter didn't bet that he was going to be here. Shohei is a once-in-a-generation talent. No one's been able to do what he does at so many positions: pitcher, hitter, and bookie. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime.
That's crazy.
We go above and beyond to make rent.
That's crazy. That last joke was crazy. All right, we got to get to these ads, chat. What are we doing? I don't know why I mute these. I don't even know if I should. That last joke was crazy.
They do. They read the very horny caterpillar, the little engine that could but needed a pill first, and of course the classic goodnight boobs. That was my favorite one. Also, I'm not trashing Bill Belichick. First off, he's 73 years old and he's dating a hot 24-year-old, and people are criticizing him. What happened to this country? We used to be a great country. He won 6 Super Bowls. Yeah, he's dating a hot 24-year-old. Maybe if you guys won 6 Super Bowls, you wouldn't be sitting next to a fat, ugly dog wife.
Oh, that's tough.
They let me do it. I don't. This is Disney. They allowed that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a story. I was at we should have taken that out. I had doubts going into
That did not land well for everybody. You could tell like that was hitting home for a lot of people. And it is apparent that in the States, and I only can speak for the States, that obesity is on the rise and it is infiltrated deep. Trust me, because I was on that scale at one point.
That didn't work all week. It was a good year for me in sports. I went to Notre Dame, went to the national title. I was at go Irish. I was at the Eagles game, the Super Bowl when they won, and it was not, go Birds. Go Birds. Yeah. But I was down there. I'm just gonna tell you a story real quick. It's not a good joke. It was halftime of the game, and we looked up, and you could see Donald Trump. He was sitting in the suite, like at the 50-yard line. You couldn't see him, but you could see like his silhouette. You know what I mean? He was just. Also, can we stop pretending Donald Trump knows ball? It's like a weird thing where they're like, man, he loves sport. He doesn't know anything about sports. Every time a team comes and visits the White House, he's like, and you must be the guy who catches. It's like, look at these guys, big guys, black guys. And that's just when the New York Liberty visited.
Oh, man. That's
they didn't
crazy.
visit. That's just a joke.
That's crazy.
But it was halftime, and we looked up and we saw Trump. I was with my buddy, and I was like, we should just sneak up there and try to meet him.
He has to have like black friends or like people within the company or whoever approved all these jokes to like let these fly. Like, are these gonna land? And they're like, yeah, it'll go. So, maybe. I'm hoping.
And we did. We got into his suite, which turns out it's pretty easy to get access to Donald Trump, which is probably why he keeps getting shot all the time. We just got right in there. But we're in there. He doesn't know who I am, but there's a line of people, and he's just shaking hands with everybody. And I was at the end of the line. But also, I took a picture with him, and I posted it, and people got upset about that. What the hell?
Are you surprised? Are we all surprised? No one's surprised. It's just how it is around here. People it's like if you vote for him or even like represent Republican Party or anything, like if you're from a red state, like you drive a pickup, like it is like you Trump support, you hick. Yeah. It's crazy. It is like the political tension is like so extreme on both sides. But I think that's just like the social media stuff, like pushing it. But then again, I don't think I've met anybody Now I've heard of it, but I haven't met anybody who voted blue where I'm from. I'm sure there's people, but I don't know. Anyway.
He's the president. If Osama bin Laden was in the suite, I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy. But he's shaking hands with everybody. It's very funny. Trump does this thing whenever he meets somebody for the first time, even if he doesn't know him. He gives him like a crazy compliment.
Osama bin Laden, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's great.
It's kind of nice. Like he got to the guy next to me and he was like, look at you, you're beautiful. And then he got to me and he was like, look at you, you're huge. I was like, thank you, Mr. President. But he shook my hand, he stood next to me. So I'm just, I was at the end of the line, so there's no one else for him to shake hands with. So he's just standing next. I got to hear him breathe for like a minute. Just standing next to me, just. And then his daughter, Ivanka, walked over to us, which, by the way, so hot. She walked over, and it was halftime of the Super Bowl. I was hammered. I was like, hello. Your dad just said I was huge. So now it's me, Trump, and Ivanka.
That's what I'm saying, bro. People with status and money just don't get it. They just don't get it.
They're not talking to me, obviously, but I can overhear what they're saying. And Trump goes, Ivanka, how would you like to meet the president of soccer? And sure enough, the president of FIFA soccer was also in the suite with us. He was getting like nachos. And Donald Trump just looks at him and goes, ew. And the guy put his plate down and walked straight to us.
That's
and then
crazy.
Donald Trump didn't even look at him. He just kept talking to his daughter and he goes, this is the president of soccer. And they gave us the World Cup and they did that because of me. And then he walked out of the room. It was just me and the president of FIFA looking at each other like, that was crazy. That was a dumb thing to say. It was crazy. That was crazy being in that room. It's crazy to be in this room with so many legends. You guys are awesome. Oscar Robertson, that's awesome. Sugar Ray Leonard's here. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Then he threw those jokes out in front of the OGs. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sugar Ray, you're the man, but in 10 years, Jake Paul is going to try to knock you out, so take it easy. There's one thing I want to say before I get out of here, and this is a dumb joke. You guys aren't going to like it, but it's just a Norm Macdonald joke that I loved when he hosted the ESPYs, and I'm going to do it now. Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case they can take that away from you. Well, see, a lot of you don't like me, and that's okay.
Not bad, honestly. Honestly, not bad. Honestly, this is my favorite part. This is what everybody does this. You watch a crazy video, a 10-second video, a 5-second video with a crazy caption, or like a minute 30, whatever it is. You watched a good piece of media. You have to scroll down to the comments. And ESPN posted this, by the way. By the way, ESPN. The quieter the crowd, the louder the internet. Shane killed it. Almost at 4 million views. The WNBA prank with his buddy's wife is legendary. The fact that the audience is so uncomfortable and miserable makes this a million times better. I see a lot of you don't like me, and that's okay. This is what happens when the entire crowd has had intensive media training. Ooh, that's good. That's funny. Who booed? Shut up. Drewski was laughing at them, not with them. This is gold. I wouldn't have known about the ESPYs this year if it wasn't for Shane. That is also very, 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 very true. This could possibly be a very underrated comment. The ESPYs, no one knows about it, especially people like me who work literally 6 to 6, and we get off, we go to the gym, we go work out, we come home, spend time with our family, and then we have like 2-3 hours maybe to, well, most people just go to bed. I ain't gonna cap. I did that for a long time. I gave everything up because I was working so much just to go to bed. But now I'm streaming, making content. Anyway, if it weren't for Shane, the ESPYS probably wouldn't have trended, and I'm pretty sure the viewership was very terrible. So they have to add stuff like this to go viral, and I think it worked. Which that is a subject we need to talk about. You got low views, controversy. That's what I'm gonna have to start doing, chat. I'm gonna have to start being controversial. Call me Slim Shady. We're both whites from the Midwest who've nailed a bunch of threes. That one was crazy. He bombed when in reality, no, I don't think he walked off thinking he bombed. I think they knew what was gonna happen. Whoever booked him as the host is both a savage and a legend. Maybe I don't understand it. Here's another one. The WNBA joke with Matt's wife was top tier. I really don't understand that. Yeah, there's another one. Absolutely diabolical. What a menace. About the WNBA joke. Being unapologetically yourself. Norm would be proud. RIP. 10-minute monologue. I could have watched 10 hours. Dude, that didn't even feel like 10 minutes. That's crazy. I don't ever want to see Shane do a monologue where the entire audience is actually laughing and enjoying themselves. The Megan Rapone joke. I'm so out of touch of like all of like a lot of this. I have no idea who some of these people are. Again, Megan Rapinoe? I don't know who that is. We're gonna pretend she's a good time. I have no idea, so I don't know. Let's see. Anything about like the black jokes? This might be a favorite of his set. This might be my favorite of all the sets. This was only a monologue. When the crowd was quiet or groaning, I was crying. I mean, you know, everyone afraid to laugh, not Drewski. SGA joke was underrated. I must have missed that. Oh wow, this is a YouTuber. Great content, hella overused. Don't talk about your mother like that. Who has a ring? SGA, my mother. Yours probably doesn't. Dude, what the hell, bro? I can't believe he actually started with Randini's hello. The Trump stuff is always funny, bro. Yeah. Anyway, do I think that was offensive? Not really. I mean, some of them were very borderline, but I guess it has to be to become viral for something with so many low views, and I don't know. And I seen this too, something about the push tush skit, but we're not gonna worry about that. I think it was like too crazy, damaging. It's gonna like hurt somebody's feelings. Maybe, you know, if you can't take a joke, but I mean, I don't know. So, there was a couple borderline things, obviously, due to the race stuff, but I don't know. For me, nothing too crazy.